this third and fourth playoff between Malaysia and host Sri Lanka. A rejuvenated Malaysia, one's got to say, saw them get through to the cup side of the draw after some good victories yesterday and earlier on today. Malaysia went down to Hong Kong 38-7. But what they did do in their cup quarterfinal was absolutely thump Thailand 43-0, and their couple of Fijian players were on fire. Keep your eye out for them. Number 3, Sakuru, and number 8, Nakasima. And Sri Lanka were unlucky to be defeated by Japan 26-19 in their cup semi-final after beating South Korea in the quarterfinal earlier today. And I'm sure the Sri Lankans will want to put on a show here for their home crowd in the final game of this Asian Sevens series for them. They've got some real stars. Here's one of them, Will Warra. Came on in the semi-final, scored a couple of good tries. Oh, beautiful round the back ball there from Mutatantri. That's Widaratna. Look at the footwork from Widaratna. Here's Surya Bandara, the playmaker. Look at the stepping. What a dynamic start. Beautifully done. Whoa! Mutatantri for the opening try for Sri Lanka. Beautiful stuff. 5-0. What an opening lugger.
Yeah, well, the Sri Lankans were, even though they lost to Japan in that semi-final, they took a lot of confidence out of that, just going down to Japan. So their heels were up, and certainly they make the most of that opportunity there. I thought, as we see the replay there, Surya Bandara, one of the best players in the circuit, been in the scene for quite some time, just giving it out to Mutu. He should have just taken the line a bit more in that Japanese match, but nevertheless they're here now.
Conversion is good, so it's 7-0, Sri Lanka with an early lead. And up goes Bin Zanzil Abdin. Referee says that's okay. Away comes Mohammed Safwan. And this is Zulkifli bin Azmi. Yep, nicely here. Tracking on the inside is the big man, Nakasima. And Sri Lankans have pilfered that. Nakasima fancied his chances there. Tantri again, big robust player, and they're queuing up for this ball here. Finally it's Ramanayaka that takes the ball to ground. Away by Widaratna, coming out of the line. Malaysian defence is good. There's the Fijian Salkuru, and the penalty has been awarded to Sri Lanka, and away it comes through Surya Bandara into Tantri. Back to Surya Bandara, and look at this, he's broken the line again. They're 3 for seconds. Quick try. He's going under the post. Sri Lanka looking good in this third and fourth playoff. As he dots it down, that's an early 12-0 lead against the Malaysians.
Again there with that sort of defensive drifting on the side, as we see the conversion point from Surya. This is what they, well, to me, they needed to do a bit earlier on. You know, Mutu just taking the line and just making sure he's straining things up, and just a small offload, and they've got enough pace in the middle and out wide to outpace any team in this competition.
Kick is over, so it's 14-0, and I was impressed with the Sri Lankans in both the previous tournaments, but they couldn't quite kick on. I think we've seen their best displays of the series today. Coming up against a tough Japanese side. Home crowd couldn't carry them on, and now it's Malaysia's turn to have a crack. And that's Nakasima to Bin Azmi, and it's been left behind by Badrul. And surely advantage has been playing. Yes, it is. It's going to be a scrum to Sri Lanka with about 4 minutes gone in this third and fourth playoff.
Yeah, you've got those two young players in the Sri Lankan lineup, Dulaj Pereira and Velavala. And they're the up-and-coming youngsters in the inner circuit, and of course in this competition here.
Surya Bandara with the ball, and let's see the battle of these front rows. There's a nice close-up shot. The shove goes on from Sri Lanka, easily done. Here comes Pereira, big fend in the chest, nicely done. Can he run in Wilwara for some space? No, he uses up his space instead, but Wilwara cuts back inside. He's an abrasive player, very aggressive. Mutitantri with the huge pass wide. Surya Bandara with the fancy footwork puts on a bit of a step. Mutitantri goes in, cleans up, and Widaratna cleans that up and tidies that up. Here's Captain Fazil Marija, and he's going to go over. Yeah, oh, can't pick up Surya Bandara, and there's a lazy runner coming through there, and he's let it bounce off him. He hasn't even made an attempt. Throw his hands in the air, and number 4, Mutitantri's gone in for the third Sri Lankan try there, and looking very, very sharp indeed. And this Malaysian side that looked so awesome earlier on against Thailand have run out of steam later in the day.
Yeah, Mututanan has been the difference from the start of this match. And of course, in this Sri Lankan lineup, there's only 2 forwards in the game of 15s, in the form of the game of 15s that are playing in the sevens. As we see Marachan there just offloading in the ball. Surya just picking it up, collecting and giving it to Mutu. And he's a very strong guy, this boy. He plays flanker in the 15-side game.
I believe it. Look at the size of him. Some real athletes in the Sri Lankan side. And away we go again. And that's a beautiful restart. Nicely intercepted by Sakuru, but again it comes back on the Sri Lankan side. More pressure for the Malaysians now. Pereira out wide to Wilwara, and he gets well tackled out there on the far side by Badrul. Here comes Ramanayaka, and he's around the side. He defeats the final tackle. He's going to go around a little bit closer. A bit of footwork, some dancing, but he dats it down for the 4th try for Sri Lanka. Commanding performance here. Watch him go here. Just a little change of speed, and the covering tackle gets deceived by that.
Yeah, just a bit disappointing from the Malaysian side of things. They were quite consistent. They were quite good yesterday and even today as well. But in that occasion, it was always going to be a major major expectation for Sri Lanka hosting this one.
It's half time, the kick is away, and Sri Lanka, with a 4-try to zip lead, are entertaining their folks here down at the Racecourse International Stadium in Colombo. We're into match 48 out of 50, and it's 26 points to 0. And Malaysia, surprising to see them in the playoff for 3rd and 4th, really. I mean, they haven't achieved a whole lot in leg 1 and 2, but they've brought a couple of superpowers with them on this trip, and started yesterday by beating Philippines 21-19. They got defeated by Sri Lanka yesterday, already heavily 40 points to 0, and is heading that way again today. But this is the first tournament we've seen the Fijians for Malaysia. They've relied solely on their locally raised, born and bred boys for the previous 2 legs, so not sure why the change of policy, or were they injured, but gosh, they made a difference in that earlier game against Thailand. Wrecking machines.
They certainly helped the cause. Those Fijians are very gifted in this form of the game. And that is why the Sri Lankans are now having the luxury of the breakdowns, as they got beaten up a bit in the last match against Japan in that aspect of the game. They weren't able to maintain or to hold any of their ball on the ground.
Lanka, you played a bit of sevens yourself?
Yeah, in the early days, but the legs are getting a bit too heavy for this form of the game these days.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I'm tired just walking up those steps to the commentary box under this heat. I look like a glazed donut when I get up here. Hats off to all these teams playing in this brutally hot temperatures of probably mid-30s. And again, we're underway in the second half. It's 26-0, Sri Lanka, a handsome lead, and they want more. Here's Wilwara. Look at this guy go. Wow, the gas of Wilwara from his own 22, he's gone 80 metres. Superb bit of work, footwork, pace, gas, and a swerve. Malaysia have conceded another one. It's 31-0.
Neatly done by the Sri Lankans in that kickoff. Mutu getting up and collecting that ball and giving it back and winning the breakdown. I thought for a minute that Dulaj Perella sealing that ruck was going to get broken up. Have a look at that. This boy is lightning when he gets going. And he's very strong too. He's got a very good build in the upper body.
He's very strong indeed. It caught my eye in both Qingdao and Bangkok Sevens as one of the standouts, along with the obvious playmakers Surya Bandara and Danushka Ranjan. And here goes the big man, Sakuru. 3 tries against Thailand earlier today. To number 8, Laksema, puts on a bit of footwork straight through the middle. Mutatantri drags him to the ground. Good support coming up on the inside from Mohammed Nur Azri. Hello, referee's not happy there with the behaviour of Captain Fazil Narija, and he's off, and there's another Sri Lankan lay prone on the floor there. I think he might have been collected by Sakuru. And let's hope it's not another stretcher. I've seen more stretchers today than in an episode of MASH. We're running behind time today. There's been 6 or 7 stretcher events. Oh, and it looks like he's gone down on his back of his neck. Tackle there.
Yes, Dulaj Perella there on the ground. Hopefully it's not serious, but yes, we've seen a lot of the medic on the ground and a lot of them too. And here they come again.
Here come the stretcher team. They've had great workout today. Their record is 90 seconds to get someone off. Men's and the women's tournaments. I don't know if it's because this ground is a bit heavy or if that's got anything to do with it. It's a beautiful playing surface. Lovely short grass, but it is quite heavy underfoot. And I've never seen so many people stretchered from a rugby field in an afternoon of rugby.
Feel a bit for Fazil Marajan there, the captain for Sri Lanka. He was on the ground and his foot had just got in the way of the ball, and the referee wasn't going to tolerate that sort of thing and in the bin it again.
There's the dignitaries across there, right on halfway. Come down to watch the final matches today at this beautiful stadium. Have you played any footy here, Lanka?
No, I haven't. Unfortunately, this was only came up 3 years ago. And my time here in Sri Lanka, of course, is playing time. That is, has been a while back.
Is this a new stadium?
It is a new stadium, yes. This only came up, like I said, about 4 years ago. And of course, that Carlton Sevens, that was an annual thing that was here every year. But it's a good concept, and it's happened for a better cause.
Yeah, enjoyed a couple of days here And there's applause for the stretcher team. And out the back there must be about 10 people in casualty. Just hope that's not serious, because everyone here wants to play in the Olympic qualifiers in Hong Kong in a month's time. And away comes Malaysia, and the Fijian connection there, and Nakasima it is, getting a short ball of Sakuru, and finally they are on the board. It's taken a long time.
Yeah, those boys make it look so easy, but it can be a challenge at times. Just running that straight line just off the shoulder of the other.
Conversion's good from Zulkifli. Let's have a look at this again. Just holds the defence, takes in 2 players, and running the straight line in the gap. Sakuru right, and to make it look easy. Sevens is a game that everyone makes look hard. Still 4 minutes remaining, and Sri Lanka with a 33-7 point lead over Malaysia, who look like they're coming back here. A new round of energy, and Nakasima is going to bolt to the line, surely, yes, and under the scrutiny of Danushka Ranjan, he's gone over in the corner, and that looked okay. The referee's coming across to speak to his assistant referee. Did you see anything? Yes, I did. What about you? No? Okay, and they've reached a decision, and a quick second try to Malaysia through Nakasima, the other half of this dynamic duo. And I think it's too late for a complete comeback, but at least some pride for Malaysia.
Yes, for sure. Again, having these guys on the field that really helped through that restart, that kickoff. Nigel Ratvat did really well to go up and retain the ball, but as he came down on the ground, they lost the ball in the ruck. Just not strong enough to hold their space in the ruck.
Off we go again with 3 minutes remaining, and Malaysia have got themselves 12 points. You can see over in the tunnel there, some entertainment has been arranged for the break between this game. Big hit in Woolwarra. Right. And there's some jiggery pokery with a fancy move here, and it's Malaysia who's back on the ground, can't quite get the bounce, and here comes a chasing pack of Sri Lankans who are contesting for that try, and eventually it's number 3 Ramanayaka who takes the spoils after some good vision from Malaysia with the kick and chase. That's 38 points to 12. It's officially a blowout.
Yeah, just too much speed there for the Sri Lankans. They had about 2 guys in support there as well, chasing after that ball, as we see Marajan back onto the field and tempted to that conversion and just drift on your right. It's good to see these guys in full force, the Sri Lankans, when they have the ball in hand, but I still believe the issue will be the breakdown, is maintaining that ball is when they go down or go against the bigger sides or the stronger sides in that sense.
Here comes Salkuru again from the kickoff, trying to instigate another Malaysian foray into the Sri Lankan half. This is Muhammad Nur. Good continuity for Malaysia. He invites one Izzeruddin to take a straight line and gives him a bit of a hospital pass. So Kuru frees it up on the inside ball for Sayarif Saful. And contesting for that was Captain Marija, and he's done well to win his team a penalty. And now Sri Lanka with just 30 seconds left. Maybe one last score for their fans here. Look at this man go. He is a beast. Oh, that is incredible with Wara. He's got the beast mode on, and he's going to have the last say here at the Racetrack International Stadium with a typically abrasive bit of play. Lovely to watch.
What did he have for lunch? He had 3 guys in front of him there, and he even had the sweeper to beat, but made it look very easy.
There it is. There goes the final whistle, and Sri Lanka have taken 3rd spot here in the 3rd and 4th playoff. They have comfortably beaten Malaysia, surprise cup entry, and deserve to be here. And Sri Lanka deserving their 3rd place, and very nearly giving the Japanese a fright in the semi-final earlier. And handshakes all round. Hit the ice bath, boys, and get scrubbed up for tonight's gala dinner. 45 points to 12 after beating them 40 points to 0 yesterday.